Hello once again. I am here, your teacher Jason Patalinghog, and today we'll be discussing personal development quarter 3 week 2 with our topic same as before. It's a continuation, knowing and understanding oneself during middle and late adolescence. But we have our specific objectives for today's discussion, and these are: number one, to discuss the relationship among physiological, cognitive, psychological, spiritual, and social development to understand his or her thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Number two, evaluate his or her own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Number three, show the connections between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in actual life situation. And number four, to classify various development tasks according to developmental stage or development stage. Okay, so last time we talked about self-concept, and we're going to deepen our understanding of ourself by looking into its different aspect. Remember that the self-concept is represented by several aspects of self. So ano yung mga aspeto ng ating mga sarili na kikilalanin natin ngayon? So it is conceived as the collection of multiple context-dependent self. This construct believes that the context activates particular region of self-knowledge, and self-relevant feedback affects self-evaluation and affect a deeper look on the different aspect of self, can identify specific areas for self-regulation, stability, and improvement. Now, there are three basic aspects of self that we're going to talk today. The first is what we call the physical aspect of self. Now, when we talk to the physical aspect of self, it's very self-explanatory. From the word physical aspect, it refers to our body. Okay? The body that is tangible, obvious, and we respond to it easily. Okay, why? Because you can see your body. It is very easy to spot what is wrong. When you see something that is wrong with your body, you immediately do something about it because our body is important. According to the Bible, the body is the temple of God. But in psychology, the body provides a place to house the spirit. Okay? The spirit here are what we call feelings, and the mind, which we refer to as thoughts. Okay? So this body is the house of our feelings and thoughts. Okay? Again, this body is the house of my spirit, and the spirit is referred to as our feelings, and the thoughts here is referred to as our mind. Okay. So, the second aspect of ourself is the intellectual self. No, the intellectual self. This refers to our mind. Okay, mind is something that you cannot see. You know that you have mind, you have brain, of course, you know that, but you do not see it. Okay, unlike your body, in which you can easily see it when you look at yourself in a mirror. No, the madaling makita. Pero itong idea natin, yung intellectual aspect, hindi ito nakikita. The mind is important as it is the part of the self that direct the other two aspects. So, is the director. Whatever is in your mind, yun yung gagawin ng body mo. The mind gives the command. Okay? The mind learns what to do and communicates the information to the body and feelings. So, ito yung mastermind. Kaya tinatawag yung mastermind because whatever you think, okay, whatever the mind believes, the body manifests or acts on, and the emotion feel or responds with. Okay, very powerful po yung utak natin, yung brain natin. Because whatever you think, yun po ang nangyayari. Yun po ang ginagawa ng ating katawan. Pag sinabi ng mind mo na pagod ako, gusto ko magpahinga, magpapahinga yung katawan mo. Kasi sinabi ng mind mo. Okay? There is a saying in science which says, mind over matter. Okay? Pag inisip mo, mangyayari talaga yan. Okay? It's the will. Okay? Pag sinabi mong, kaya ko, kaya mo yan. Kasi inisip mong, kaya mo. That's how powerful the mind is. Okay? Now, the third aspect of ourself is the emotional aspect. Now, the emotional aspects is the most feared aspect of self. Bakit? Kasi hindi natin ito basta-bastang nakokontrol or natatakot tayong kontrolin ang part na ito. According to Proverbs 4:23, verse 23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Okay. Um, ito yung parang kahinaan ng tao, no? Kasi we are emotional being. Okay? Pag nasaktan tong puso na to, kahit anong dikta ng mind na hindi tama yan, hindi tama yan, the heart will tell a different thing and the body will follow. Kasi napaka-frail ng human heart. Napaka-frail ng emotion natin. Okay, that's why we have to guard our emotion. Okay, managing feeling is like trying to hold water in the palm of your hand. They are elusive and deceptive. Okay, kapag minamanage mo daw, ang pagmamanage ng feeling ay parang pagsandok mo ng tubig sa kamay mo. Okay? Hindi yan nagstay in your hand. It will flow. Because it says here that our heart is deceptive. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9, it says, the heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? No? Napakahirap intindihin yung human emotion. Because human emotion is very deceitful. Maraming buhay ang nasira ng dahil sa ating mga emotion. No? Nakakagawa tayo ng mga desisyon na pinagsisisihan natin sa huli dahil sa ating emotion. Okay, pag galit na galit tayo, nagde-decide tayo at later on, we regret it because we have done the wrong things. A decision made under emotional stress and strain usually impacts emotions negatively. So, negative po talaga ang result if tayo nagde-decide dahil sa bugso ng ating damdamin. According to Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17, people with a hot temper do foolish things, and wiser people remain calm. Now, iilan lang sa atin ang nag-remain calm if the situations are already problematic. Pag may mga stress, mahirap maging calm, mahirap kumalma. Okay, lalo na galit na galit ka na. But, yung mga taong napaka-discipline sa kanilang sarili, they can remain calm. And manage their emotion. Again, ang emotion ay pinaka mahirap kontrolin na aspeto sa ating sarili. Okay, magre-review tayo bago ako magpo-proceed sa mga stories na tatalakayin natin ngayon. So, may tatlong aspeto yung sarili natin. Una, yung physical aspect, no? Yung physical aspect, again, ito po yung nakikita natin sa ating sarili, no? At napakadaling alagaan kasi nakikita mo. Okay, pag nakita mong may sakit ka, umiinom ka ng gamot. Pag nakita mong nangingitim ka, gagawa ka ng paraan para pumuti ka. Kasi madaling makita yung physical aspect. May mga taong uh, conscious nila sa kanilang physical aspect. Inaalagaan talaga nila. At saka tama po yun kasi nga um, kasi nga itong physical aspect, this is the temple of God. So dapat nga alagaan natin ito. So kapag marunong tayong mag-alaga sa ating sarili, inaalagaan natin ang bahay ng Panginoon na siyang katawan po natin. O, di ba? So kailangan alagaan ang ating sarili, huwag natin itong pabayaan. Kasi kapag losyang kang tingnan at saka kaawa-awa kang tingnan, nakaka-apekto din ito sa iyong self-confidence. Okay, pangalawang aspeto sa ating sarili ay ang ating talino or the intellectual aspect. So, maganda pong marami tayong alam para po alam natin ang mga bagay-bagay sa mundo. Alam natin ang mali sa tama. Alam natin kung ano ang dapat gawin, kung ano ang hindi dapat gawin. Kasi we are intellectual. So marami tayong alam. At saka pag marami kang alam, ay syempre, marami ka rin pwedeng gawin sa buhay mo. So, chances of becoming successful is very high if you are knowledgeable. That is why some people focuses on their intellectual aspect. Okay? Pero mas maganda po is may balance po. Inaalagaan natin yung sarili natin at the same time, yung utak natin. Hindi yung puro lang ganda or pagwapo-gwapo pero wala namang laman ang utak. So, dapat brain and beauty tandem. Okay, at saka yung ikatlo po is very difficult. That is why we have to train ourselves and we have to discipline ourselves. That is the aspect of our emotion. Yung emotional na aspect po kasi ito yung pinaka-difficult na i-manage. Okay? Kasi nga the human heart is elusive and deceitful. At saka madali po itong masaktan. At kapag nasaktan po ito, nakakagawa tayo ng mga desisyon na pinagsisisihan natin sa huli. Kaya, yung advice ko po, ito din po yung advice ng mga magulang ko at ng mga mentors ko. Kapag hindi maganda yung pakiramdam mo, kapag galit ka sa isang tao, huwag kang magsalita, huwag kang magdesisyon, kasi yung mga salitang bibitawan mo kapag ikaw ay galit, pagsisisihan mo yun later. At kami yung mga desisyon na ginagawa mo kapag galit ka, pagsisisihan mo po yun later. Kapag na-master po natin yung tatlong aspeto ng ating sarili, sure po ako, we will become successful people. And speaking of successful people, mayroon po tayong tatlong kwentong tatalakayin natin ngayon. So I hope these stories will inspire us. And we will titingnan po natin kung anong aspeto ng kanilang mga sarili ang binigyan nilang ng halaga para maging successful sila sa buhay nila. Okay, ang pinakaunang story ay ang storya po ni Manny Pacquiao. Okay, yung storya po ni Manny Pacquiao ay ganito, babasahin ko po sa inyo. So, it's in 1990 in the province of General Santos, Philippines. Manny Pacquiao is 12 years old. Pacquiao often speaks of his debt to his maternal uncle Sardo Mejia, who introduced him to boxing after he dropped out of school. Okay, so dito makikita natin si Manny Pacquiao was a dropout. So, yung second aspect, yung intellectual aspect, hindi masyadong na-develop at that stage of his life sa kabataan po niya because of some reason. But let us continue. It was this moment that would spark an unforeseen passion and drive in Pacquiao to be one of the best boxers in the entire world. According to his autobiography, he described watching Mike Tyson's shocking defeat to James Buster Douglas in 1990 on television with his uncle as an experience that changed his life forever. In his hometown, he set up an open for all boxing match and beat every opponent who came. He was well on the road of transforming himself from a lanky school dropout to a junior boxing champion. Despite his success, his family was still living extreme poverty and hunger. Napakahirap po ng pamilya nila. They became so desperate to the point na pinatay ng papa niya yung aso niya, alagang aso ni Manny, para maging hapunan. Okay, Pacquiao couldn't forgive his father for what he did, so he left home, slept on cardboard boxes, and sold bread on the street just to make meager living. At that point, he also used boxing and won matches for $2 each as a mean of escaping poverty. Okay, so ganun po kahirap yung buhay ni Pacquiao. Hindi nakapag-aral at syempre, walang pang-alaga sa sariling katawan, walang pang beauty product kasi nga napakahirap. Pero matigas tong loob ni Pacquiao. He survived. Hindi siya sumuko. He soon moved to Manila and continued winning several boxing matches. But given the increased standards of living, he wasn't making enough to survive. He soon got a job of a local gym doing gardening, cleaning, and construction while boxing on the side. He trained crazily all day and all night when possible, waking up the earliest and leaving the gym at the latest possible time. Early on, his perseverance and determination to be part of the boxing world swayed him to cheat and add on some weight to meet the featherweight class requirement. Okay, as the fight got more serious, Pacquiao started getting more famous as well. Sumikat si Pacquiao. He would beat fighters from South Korea, Japan, and Thailand, and the very young age of 19. He won his first world champion title by beating Chachai Sasakul, the reigning World Boxing Council World Flyweight champion at that time. The turning point for Pacquiao came when he won against world-class featherweight boxer Marco Antonio Barrera at the Alamo Dome in Texas with TKO or technical knockout. After the fight, he was recognized internationally as a force to be reckoned with. Today at 37, he's one of the most respected boxers. Despite his loss during the Mayweather match, he still won the hearts of many boxing fans both in Philippines and worldwide. His one-of-a-kind story will continue to inspire, and it will always portray the journey of what millions of Filipino continue to aspire for. Okay, so yung story po ni Manny Pacquiao, makikitaan po natin ng tatag ng loob. No? Matatag yung loob. Very persevering and very goal-oriented at saka napaka-brave po ni Manny Pacquiao. He fought all these trials and struggles in life and he won. No? Naging Winner siya, naging successful siya because he trained his heart not to give up from the trials. Marami mga pagsubok na dumating sa kanyang buhay pero hindi siya sumuko kasi matatag ang loob ni Manny Pacquiao. Ngayon po, isa na po siyang senator. At hindi lang basta-basta senator, isang napakagaling na senator ng Pilipinas. Okay. Pangalawang story na tatalakayin natin ay ang storya ni Pia Wurtzbach. Si Pia Alonso Wurtzbach was crowned Miss Universe at the 64th Miss Universe 2015 pageant held at Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Pia is an actress and model of German-Philippine origin. She is Miss Philippines 2015. She symbolizes the deadly combination of beauty and brains. Pia is a beauty writer, chef, and makeup artist. Pia Wurtzbach was born on 24th September 1989 in Stuttgart, Baden-Württemberg. Ang hirap naman banggitin ng lugar nito. Württemberg. Her father is a German and her mother is a Filipino. Pia is a young sister. Has a younger sister. Pia was named in keeping with Philippines tradition. Her middle name, Alonso, is her mother's maiden name. Pia did her secondary education from ABCBN Distance Learning School in Quezon City. She studied culinary arts from the Center of Asian Culinary Studies in San Juan, Metro Manila. Pia ventured in the world of glitz and glamour at the tender age of 14. She joined an acting and modeling agency for children, Star Magic Talent. Pia got a break in television when she featured in K2BU, A Stories for a Teenager, the romance collection, Your Song, and the concert program ASAP. Pia has acted on films like All My Life, All About Love, and Kung Ako Na Lang Sana. Pia was the brand ambassador for Avon Teen for a period of 5 years. She has graced the cover of several prestigious fashion magazines. Pia writes for the To Be You column of Inquirer Lifestyle. She is popular as Pia Romero, her screen name. Pia is a pageant title holder. Her first beauty contest was the Binibining Pilipinas 2013. She was the first runner-up. She participated in the Binibining Pilipinas 2015 as a representative of Cagayan de Oro and won the title Paving the Path for Bigger Victories. Pia Alonso walked away with the Miss Universe title at Miss Universe Pageant 2015 held on December 20 at the Axis Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. The 26-year-old beauty set stage ablaze with her poise, incredible class and talent in her exotically gorgeous ball gown and costumes. Pia was crowned by her predecessor, Paulina Vega, as a Miss Universe. Pia aspires to lead the youth and spread awareness about HIV, especially in the Philippines. Okay, so Pia Wurtzbach's story talks about how important it is to be beautiful and intelligent. So she was successful, she became successful, she became a winner because of her beauty and, of course, brains. So it's a very good tandem, a very good example that if you are beautiful, there's a good place for you out there. And if you are intelligent, it should be a better place. Okay, that's how Pia Wurtzbach succeed in life. Now, the third story that we're going to talk is about a love affair that got me close to a doctor. Ano kaya to? Napaka-intriguing ng title. So, the story is written in a first-person point of view. I am blissfully married and a proud mother of 3 young men. My husband Leo knows that I am engaged in another love affair. a sweet, enduring one, and he approves. So do my son. This love affair is with research. O akala mo may kabit siya? Wala. Ang ibang love affair niya is in love with research. And it started during the pediatric residency training. I can still remember vividly the excitement and the long nights, the discovery of meaningful developments, the joy of reading medical journals, the eagerness to prepare something thorough and relevant. The excitement I felt continued up to my postgraduate internship, my fellowship in infectious diseases, and it has lasted till now. My husband was never jealous, and my relationship with my sons never soured despite this other ongoing and never ending love affair. I could not ask for more. This is the best life. So last March 23, the family accompanied me to Vegan, Ilocos Sur, to attend the 107th annual convention hosted by the Philippine Medical Team, or PMA, being included as one of the 15 finalists for the coveted Dr. Jose Rizal Memorial Awards is a proud moment for my family. With them, I was the proudest wife, mom, and doctor. While individual citations were being read on stage for the top awardees for community leadership, Dr. Purisima E. Bueno, Government Service, Dr. Maria Victoria M. Abisamis, Clinical Practice to Dr. Bonalith M. De Vera, and Academe Dr. Estrella B. Pahi Villar. I never expected that the final citation was all about the fruits of my other love affair with research. Lead investigator for the much-awaited clinical trial on the multivalent dengue vaccine, repeatedly cited by researchers here and abroad, served as the springboard for the expanded program for immunization of the Department of Health, provided the evidence and the science, extended her work to the communities. Greater things to come that will benefit science, medicine, and the Filipino people. Epitomized by the virtues of Dr. Jose P. Rizal, love of country and service to our countrymen. All these brought me back to the past 30 years of my medical, family, and community life. My love affair with research did not happen overnight. It was a journey that began with a case presentation as a first year pediatric resident and a prospective study on how to prevent early jaundice in newborns. My recommendation that a nursery should always be facing the direction the sun rises so that a newborn can benefit from the exposure to the morning sunlight won the top prize for the hospital's annual research competition. This did not happen once, it was a back-to-back win for 3 straight years. I got hooked. Who would not be? Year 1991 was my first immersion in countries' clinical trials for dengue vaccine in the countries where dengue is major public health problems. Is a vaccine the medical community worldwide is waiting for. In Vegan, the Philippine Medical Association bore witness to the conferment of the award. The title comes with a specially designed trophy in the image of Dr. Jose Rizal by national artist Napoleon V. Abueva, a gold medallion, free trip to United States to attend the convention of the American Academy of Family Physicians, and 150,000 pesos worth of medicines that I can share with a civic organization of my choice. Was it just a coincidence or pure fate that is also the 23rd year of the presentation of the prestigious Dr. Jose Rizal's Memorial Awards? If the number 23 is a coincidence, what a joyful one. If this destiny, let me accept it with gratitude. This award is a fitting tribute to those who have encouraged and inspired me to continue my love affair with research, particularly and their families, as well as my teams in clinical trials, officials of the local health, school and government units, the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine collaborators, partners and sponsors of my researches, Basinan Katiguban Incorporated, and my townmates in Basi Samar, who continue to show resiliency despite the tragedy during the Super Typhoon Yolanda, the Philippine Pediatric Society and Manila Medical Society for the recognition of my works and nomination. For more than 3 decades, I have never felt and accomplished than when doing medical research. It is tiring but exciting, demanding yet humbling, intimidating but empowering, exacting yet fulfilling. My work is loving tribute to a great Filipino and a Filipino doctor, Dr. Jose Perez MD. Dr. Zeta Kapiding is the 23rd Dr. Jose Rizal Memorial Awardee for Research. She is currently the head of the Microbiology Department of the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine and head of the Dengue Research Group. She is the head section of Infectious Diseases, Department of Pediatrics, Asian Hospital and Medical Center. Okay. Now, the three stories that we talked about, especially the last one, which talks about how your brain and how in intellect will bring you into the pedestal of success. Each story is different, but they have something in common: success. They succeeded in a different way. They succeeded in a manner that is unique to their own. Manny Pacquiao succeeded in his life because of his heart that never gives up. Pio Wursback is a winner because of his beauty and his brain. And lastly, Dr. Kapiding is a winner because of his passion for research, for her intellect. Now, a real winner is one who is able to possess the following. Number one, you are a winner if you win over your battles and difficulties in life and turns them into a learning and glorifying experience. Kasi lahat tayo may mga battles tayo in life. May pinagdadaanan tayo. May sarili tayong trials. Pero kapag nag-give up po tayo, we're not a winner but we are a loser. Okay? Matatawag tayong winner if we never give up. If natalo natin yung mga kaaway natin, yung mga problema natin, yung mga pinagdadaanan natin, and we turn them into a learning opportunity. Kapag may problema ka, sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, isa tong magandang opportunity para subukin ang tibay ng loob ko. Di ba? So, ganun lang po yun. Kung may problem kayo right now, don't let it be the reason to give up. Tibayan niyo po ang loob because that will make you a winner. Second, you're a winner if you can find meaning in pleasant and unpleasant events in life. No? Kahit masama ang mga pangyayaring nagaganap sa buhay mo, magkakaroon ito ng saysay. Because you will always find meaning in everything that happens in your life. Lahat po nangyayari sa buhay natin, it has a purpose. It has a reason why it's there. God will never give something that we cannot bear. Hindi po tayo bibigyan ng Panginoon ng problema na hindi natin kayang lampasan, na hindi natin kayang pasanin. Okay? At kahit anong dumating na sa buhay natin, marunong tayong magpasalamat at marunong tayong tingnan ito in a brighter side. Kapag may problema, sabihin mo sa sarili mo, there's a purpose why this problem exists. And that is to make me a better person. Para subukin ang tibay ng aking loob. You are a winner if you live in peace with difficult people. Yung marunong kang makisama. Kahit yung mga taong napakahirap pakisamahan, napapakisamahan mo sila. Okay? Yung hindi ka pala away. Because if you have a lot of enemies, you will never succeed in life. You cannot do it alone. You need people in order to lift you up. And you are a better person if you can gain the respect of those people na akala ng lahat ay napakahirap pakisamahan. You are a winner if the goodwill of others and respect and admiration is win by you. Kapag nakuha mo po yung tiwala at respeto ng ibang tao at ng mga tao sa paligid mo, you will succeed in your life. Hindi yung puro negative yung feedback ng mga tao sa iyo kasi yung nakikita nila is negative din. So we have to show to them that we are better people and gain their respect. Okay. So you are a winner if you get what he wants using win-win strategies and never at the expense of others. Okay, ganito po yun. Kapag may gusto tayo sa buhay, kapag may goal tayo, maghanap po tayo ng paraan na makuha natin ito na wala tayong tinatapakan na ibang tao. Okay? So, hindi po kailangang manakit, hindi po kailangang umapak ng ibang tao para maging successful sa buhay. We can do it on our own and we can do it with a win-win strategy. Yung walang dihado, wala tayong naaapakan. You are a winner if you discover and use opportunities to your best advantage. Ha? Isa ka pong winner kapag nakikita mo na whatever happens in your life is an opportunity para sa'yo. Kapag may problema, sabihin mo sa sarili, it's an opportunity for me to learn. Okay? It's an opportunity for me to grow. It's an opportunity for me to become a better person. Okay? Pag may problema, it's an opportunity for me. Ganun yun. Lagi mong nakikita ang opportunity na ibinigay sa'yo. Okay? Kaaway mo yung mama mo. Away mo yung parents mo. Sabihin mo, is an opportunity for me to show to them how much I love them. O, di ba? Everything na nangyayari sa buhay natin is an opportunity for us to learn about ourselves. You are a winner if you develop and use your talent and ability to the best advantage. Make a meaningful contribution in making this world a better place to live in. Kung hindi mo sinayang yung talento mo, hindi mo sinayang yung katawan mo, hindi mo sinayang yung isip mo, yung intellect mo, yung talino mo, hindi mo sinayang kung ano yung pinagkaloob na talent sa iyo ng Panginoon. Ginamit mo yon upang maging successful ka sa buhay at para ma-inspire yung ibang tao sa paligid mo to become better individual as well. Kapag nakapag-contribute ka sa community using your talent. Kasi talent is meant to be shared. Intellect is meant to be shared. Dapat ginagamit po natin ito na upang maging makabuluhan yung buhay natin and to make this world a better place to live in. So it's a contribution to our society. Okay, so yun po yung story, yung natin, story about winning life. Okay, how to become a winner, yun po ang dapat nating gawin. I hope that you guys, especially the young people of Agay National High School, you will learn something about this lecture. You'll find it inspiring and you will use it to your advantage para maging successful din kayo sa inyong mga buhay. Okay, this time, I will read to you another story. Ito po ay isang karaoke legend, a story of the two wolves. Okay, dalawang aso, aso, pero yung wolf is lobo in Tagalog. Okay, so the story of the two wolves. So one evening, an old karaoke told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside people. So may away daw o gera na nagaganap sa loob ng isang tao. He said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside all of us." May dalawa daw lobo na nasa puso ng bawat nilalang. It is a terrible fight and it is between two wolves. Yung isa ay evil, no? Masama is anger. Okay, galit, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. He continued, yung isa is good, yung isa masama, isa good. Ano po yung good? Is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every person. Okay, so may gera daw, may away na nangyari sa loob ng bawat isa. Ito po yung battle between good and evil, yung masama at mabuti. The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" Sabi ng bata, sino po ang mananalo? Yung masama ba o yung mabuti? The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." Ang mananalo yung pinapakain mo. Siyempre, kapag pinapakain mo, yun yung tataba, magiging healthy, magiging malakas. At dahil malakas siya, madali niyang matalo yung isa. Sino yung nagpi-feed? Ikaw mismo. So, ikaw yung dahilan kung sino ang mananalo sa battle between good and evil. Nasa atin po yung kapangyarihan. Kasi tayo po ang nagdi-decide. Knowing which wolf to feed is the first step towards recognizing you have control over your own self. Sabi ng matanda, kung makikilala mo kung sino, kung aling lobo ang papakainin mo, that is about control, about your own self. Kapag kapag pinapakain mo yung masama, syempre, mananalo yung masama. Kapag yung pinapakain mo yung mabuti, mananalo din yung good. So, nasa atin ang kapangyarihan as to kung sino ang mananalo sa battle na iyon. Have you ever had thoughts or feelings or acted in ways that were unacceptable to yourself but felt powerless to control? No? So, naranasan mo na ba na may iniisip ka o may nararamdaman ka na alam mong masama, alam mong hindi mabuti, pero feeling mo wala kang magawa? Ayoko nito, alam kong masama ito, pero ginawa mo pa rin kasi feeling mo wala kang magawa. The purpose of this story is to help you find ways to manage your mind. Hindi totoong wala kang magagawa. Meron kang magagawa because you own your body at you have the power to make decision. Okay? To make decision as to whether gagawin mo yung nasa isip mo, alam mo masama yun, o hindi mo gagawin. So, you have to live your life more in accordance with what your own judgment says is best for you. Gagawin po natin kung ano yung mas nakakabuti para sa ating mga sarili. Okay, so yun po ang patapos na story na tatalakayin natin or natalakay natin sa umagang ito o sa araw na ito. Okay, I hope that you learned something about it. And again, to give a review, we talked about the different aspect ng ating sarili. Ano nga ulit yung mga different aspect ng ating sarili? Yung physical, yung intellectual, at saka yung emotional. Okay? Intellectual, yung pagpapahalaga natin sa karunungan. So, dapat marami tayong alam para maging successful tayo sa buhay natin. At ito kung physical, syempre, ito yung temple ng God, dapat alagaan natin yung ating mga sarili. Kasi yung sarili natin, yung katawan natin, is the house of our spirit and our mind. Okay, so ito po yung templo ng Panginoon. And tayo po, kapag alam natin, kapag kilala natin ang ating mga sarili, we can nurture ourselves to become a better person. Okay, so I hope may natutunan tayo sa ating tinalakay ngayong umagang ito. Mayroon na po kayong natutunan, so pwede na po kayong mag-answer sa inyong mga activity sheets. So mayroon pong mga activities na naka-insert dyan sa mga modules ninyo at yung mga sagot sa mga activities na yan ay galing sa mga paksang tinalakay ko ngayon. So malalaman natin kung may natutunan kayo kapag nagawa nyo po yung mga activity na pinapagawa sa inyo. Yun lang po for today. I'll see you on our next session for personal development. Have a great day!